Offseason is here. We're ready to make some moves and ready to make this team a lot better. Except one problem: we have no coaching staff.
Uh-oh. Who are you going to go with?
This guy, Tony Perez Chica.
Do you know anything about him?
I know nothing about him, which is perfect why he should be our manager, because he has no experience, and actually he's got a couple years of experience as a coach and a player at the major league level, just not a head coach, not a manager. We will end up moving Skip Schumacher, who we fired. He's going to end up going to the minor league system, so he's going to be the farm director. And the first thing that Perez Chica does, we're going to do a little upgrade on our away uniforms. So no longer with the gray, we're going with the orange. You guys, on the other hand, you're looking at your exclusive free agents. You're offering a contract here to Connor Falefa and Steven Piscotty.
I thought Connor Falefa was asking for a little bit too much money. Piscotty's asking for way too big of a contract. The guy's 33 years old, and I'm going to give him the bare minimum. I think that's even too much. I might even lower that. $2 million at 1 year. Yeah, we're lowering it. It's $1 million or nothing.
That's
take
nuts.
it or leave it.
It's red. I've never seen anyone sign with red interest. But let's get into the next screen here. Free agency phase number 1. We've got arbitration. We've got tendering contracts. I'm going to show you the screens for tendering contracts. We're not going to show that whole process to you, because it's just, there's a lot of guys here as you can see. But we will end up signing everybody. We'll kind of give you an update about who we let go. But as far as Pavetta, Stalmont, Quinn, Patton, these guys go that are eligible for arbitration for us, I don't want to bring Josh Stalmont back. He just really didn't show out for me. The only guy that I really would consider off of this list would be Roman Quinn. He just provides some speed. He's a minor league guy for me. We're going to offer him arbitration about $660,000, and that's going to be it for us. Let's go over to you guys and see what you guys are planning to do here with arbitration and tendering contracts.
Yeah, we have some interesting names up here. Taylor Walls, I would definitely consider keeping. He was an important part to our team defensively. And I know in real life, the offense is waking up for Taylor. So hopefully maybe we can unlock something here in Buffalo. But that's our arbitration offer there for Taylor Walls.
He currently actually wanted about 1.7 per season. So through arbitration, we're going to kind of cut that in the middle there. Going to go $960, I think the number was. But let's now talk about free agency. So Shohei Ohtani, don't freak out, guys. We're not going after Shohei Ohtani. Just way too much money. A couple other players up on the board here like Matt Chapman. I just kind of want to see what the bar is. What are these guys wanting per season? But let's talk about kind of our rules that are in place here for our free agency specifically.
Yes, our target is $100 million in payroll over the next 2 years. So that's going to come in well below league average at currently, I believe, 160. And we don't have to spend that all this offseason. And we also don't have to spend that all in one player. We can sign 15 players. We can sign 5 players.
So you see ours is at currently 78.9. So if we spend $21 million in free agency, that gets us to $99 million as our payroll. So we're trying to shoot for this to be at or underneath $100 million. Looking at guys like Luke Weaver, fairly young. Use that with very loose interpretation. And then Charlie Morton, 40 years old. He's ancient. So just looking at some inning eaters, and that's about it, man. There's just really, I can't break the bank with a pitcher right now.
You need bullpen help, though.
That's really where it comes down to, yeah. We're going to go out and offer a contract here to James Paxton.
35. That's surprising.
Yeah, a 1-year deal for James Paxton. He's got a bridge left-hander. If he pitches well, he could be a guy that we go after, trading him away, just like we did with Chris Sale, so bringing in some new prospects.
Your bullpen help, maybe Jordan Hicks.
Yep.
Fireballer. Anyone else?
I'm going to look at Miguel Castro, a 29-year-old. Was part of my D-backs rebuild little video that I posted a long time ago, and I like him. He sims well. He seems like a guy that would really work out for us. Yeah, so this is a very meme move for the community here. We're going to go out and sign Miguel Cabrera.
He's supposed to be retired.
He hasn't yet. He's going to be 41 years old.
He's making a lot less money than he is in Detroit.
Big time. About $3 million. He actually wanted 1.8, 1.7, and you were like, you got to get this realistic. Like, he's not going to settle for anything less than $3 million. So we went with that way. So shortstop, we got Errol Robinson. We thought about possibly bringing in a new shortstop. I entertained it. I thought Ahmed Rosario would be the answer. We elected not to do it, so we're going to keep Errol Robinson. We are going to focus on our outfield spots with power with Joey Gallo. We need some more offense to be coming through on this roster. The same thing here for Jorge Soler, a guy that's going to hit left-handers. Gallo can hit right-handers. Just prodigious power from those two players, but hitting opposite sides of the pitcher. So I like the moves. I like what we're doing here. Paxton, Hicks, Gallo, Soler, Castro, and Cabrera.
Okay, so for Buffalo, I was really thinking about a top-of-the-line rotation guy and a middle-order hitter. Maybe right-handed bat. Hunter Renfroe could be that guy at age 32. I'm not in love with the batting average, but he had a decent year last year. He's productive. He can play good defense, right? Hunter Renfroe might be a guy we're interested in. Giolito would have to be our ace here at age 29. He's got a 4.6 ERA from last year. I don't love it, but he might be better than Jose Urquidy, who is our current quote-unquote ace. And we're offering him some pretty good money here. But yeah, the ERA was a little bloated the last 2 years. A little concerned about that. Phil Maton coming out of the pen could be a top option, but he did post a 5.8 last year.
In 52 innings. It's kind of big. It's kind of a lot.
I don't like it. Yeah, and we're thinking about revamping our outfield a little bit because, we had Kiner Falefa starting in outfield over the second half of the year. Robbie Grossman, age 34, keeping in line with Kevin Cash and our OBP philosophy. Grossman could be an asset for this team.
He would actually be a good asset, I think. He had some good seasons in Detroit before he was ultimately let go, but...
It's a discount OBP philosophy.
Yeah, and
we're thinking about Miguel Castro. You talked me into it. So we got an offer for Miguel.
That's unbelievable. I don't like that. I don't like to be competing against the Saucers here with this free agent class. But Giolito, Renfroe, Maton, Castro, Grossman, Tepera, and Piscotty. Still sitting there with the 1-year, $1 million offer.
I don't think he's going to take it. He'll be lucky to get a preseason spring training invite. Okay.
Yep.
Just saying.
All right, let's take a look here. A trade has been proposed to the St. Louis Cardinals. We want to get underneath the $100 million mark on our payroll. We are currently a little bit over it. And offering Michael Pineda up, you're not going to get a whole lot out of this. So we will trade Rusper Estrada and Julio Davila for Michael Pineda. So guys that are projects, but they fill some holes here.
Yeah.
Now, in a little update, Hunter Renfroe has not signed. You end up getting everybody else that you wanted. A couple other players that were still up there on your board. But Renfroe is holding out on you right now.
A little worried about that. A little concerned. I need a Miguel Castro update, though. We'll get that at the end. Those are the guys that are left: Renfroe and Grossman.
And Piscotty. Don't leave Piscotty out of this.
So maybe, I'm not paying more than that for Hunter Renfroe. I am putting my foot down on this. You can want more money? I don't care.
It might cost
you,
God. And it did.
No.
It did.
No.
Yep. Accept it.
He's going to the Mets for 2 years and 17.4.
He looks good with Mets pinstripe. Whoa! Shohei going to Baltimore. I love that move. He's going to go nuts.
Yeah, so we need Plan B. Plan B is Adam Duvall and possibly Nick Senzel, another guy that is a utility player. We love flexibility for Buffalo, okay? We got 162 games. We barely ever put out the same lineup twice. Okay. It's just the way of the world. So Senzel could be an option for us. So we got Senzel, Duvall, and Grossman. I think that's a revamped outfield.
A little league update, guys. We got Joe Ryan getting traded away and Paul Goldschmidt being traded from St. Louis. So it looks like St. Louis is like doing a little rebuild action right now. It's weird. They acquired Michael Pineda, and then from that point were like, we need to get rid of Paul Goldschmidt because we suck now.
So you grab Soler, Miguel Cabrera, and Joey Gallo.
Yep. And that would do it for our offense. So you guys can kind of see what we're thinking here with the lineup. Gallo's going to hit against righties. Soler's going to hit against lefties. Cabrera going to be mixed in every so often with Posey and all that. So first base is going to be a flexed out position every now and then. Posey just, I don't know, Brian Posey at first base. Yeah, he's just not really cutting it. So as far as our pitching staff goes, we did make some moves. You guys know Jordan Hicks is now in the bullpen, and Sims is still our closer. Ghost is going to be a setup dude. We got James Paxton in there too. Yep, he should be our number 2 behind Steven Strasburg. So Irvin, Mills, Vines, Paxton, and Strasburg. Very weird starting pitching.
Yeah. Now we are looking to make a trade here. Nelson Velasquez was moved to the Twins in a tiny little trade. And now we're looking to maybe add somebody else. Louis Varland is on my radar. I kind of like him in real life. So I'm going to see if we can give him a shot here. And I love Nelson Velasquez. I feel like he's the best quad A player in baseball. And I'm going to see if they'll do it for Zach Plesac. Maybe offload a little bit of salary there. And continue with our theme of revamping the outfield. It's like File and Plesac. They might do that.
I do like Nelly.
I want one more piece
in Chicago. So you're going to actually add in Matt Cantorino.
Why not?
Throws pretty hard. So it's two starting pitchers and Nelson Velasquez. Yeah. I think you got a pretty good deal. It's interesting that you let go of Zach Plesac, though. He's one of your best pitchers this year.
Yeah. Well, to make up for that loss, we're going with Packy Naughton. I just like the name. Packy.
Michael Grove and Pruitt for Packy Naughton.
Pruitt didn't make the Major League roster last year. Naughton's gives us a left-handed presence. So we'll see if he makes a team.
Whoa, we have a huge trade here. Red Sox and Mariners. Masataka Yoshida and Brian Bayo for Andres Munoz, a relief pitcher.
That's wild.
I like Andres Munoz, but for that package, that's a lot. It's a lot. Aaron Nola going to sign with the Cardinals, so maybe they're not really rebuilding. They're just restructuring, I guess. But there's our final look at the Sun Sox starting pitchers, relief pitchers as well. We got to find someone to release after acquiring all these dudes.
Castro.
No, that's not happening. Ben Bowden, you can go bye-bye. You can go down to AAA level. We got to find somebody else to move down. Who is that going to be? There's Rusper Estrada there. We're going to end up moving him to AA. That makes sense to me as far as an overall rating goes. I think it's got to be Mason Hour. That's unfortunate, but our outfield right now, we got a lot of those mid-70s, and 69C, I don't know if you're going to play a lot. I need you to get regular at-bats at the minor league level.
Okay. We are a little bloated right now. We'll send Cantorino down. Packy, I love you, man. I'll give you a shot. But right now, let's start the year in AAA and see how it goes. Now, we got one more move to make, right? One more move. Who's it going to be? Hey, Piscotti. Hey, I remember you.
Why do you hate him? The fact that he signed with you is crazy to me.
He's a little bit disgruntled.
$1 million, and he did it anyway. So you guys are going to move him down to AAA. So yeah, disgruntled is the right word, man. Unbelievable. So arbitration, we did get Roman Quinn. Judge sided with us, and Judge sided with Walls for you. So you got Taylor Walls. Now, little update here, guys. If I commented on your comment, and I left a like, and I left you a heart, you guys made it in as the open submission players. And I also commented, I can't actually directly reply to you, but you can see that I listed out where you went. So if you posted a comment, you got in. And with the talks about custom prospects and custom players, I want to show you guys where your players went. So just give you a little quick example. We did have a guy by the name of Benjamin Smith take over one of our starting pitchers that we drafted. So he's a 75B, he's a patron guy. And we also acquired Enrico Palazzo. You guys remember this? So the catcher that we had, who was like Javier Ruiz or something, was a 19-year-old C potential player. So Enrico Palazzo is our man at catcher. Pretty good addition right there. I'm not actually moving him up to the major league level for spring training. I just think that let's try to not cheese it. He is the best player in our system positionally at catcher, but Paul McIntosh was an all-star, so I don't want to just like railroad him here.
You need some seasoning, right?
Yep.
Nobody walks straight into the MLB.
No, absolutely not. James Sandage, same type of deal here. Let's move him up to like AA, and then we'll do some shifting around here. Like Stupinski can go to Class A. But yeah, Sandage is 70B. Power type of hitter, good contact hitter, bunting. You can see all the differences here with the ratings, right? So the progression. So again, once players get drafted here, you can't create players into a draft class. You have to create the player after the guy's been drafted. So this guy, James Sandage, was somebody else entirely. Chris Madrid, I think, was a guy that you had. So Sandage has taken over someone else, and let's see if there's anyone else that I need to show you guys. It would be John Wilkerson.
Okay, and he was a comment submission. Now, he is the great-great-grandson of the founder of my buffalo sauce company, and he ends up on your team.
Yeah, interesting little dynamic right there, huh? Really good contact hitter. Not going to hit the ball at the ballpark unless he really gets a hold of it, but good fielder, good defender, can steal some bags. Contact hitter first. So there's your custom prospects. And another example here, guys. Here's Barb EQ, a 70B potential player. This was the dude that was taken first overall for Pittsburgh. So we're going to still run the draft the same way as we did this past season, where if you're a Patreon prospect or a YouTube channel membership prospect, you're going to get into the draft, but where your position, where you are, who you are as a positional player or a pitcher, if that team takes a positional player, the first one off the board, you could be it. Or as a starting pitcher, you could be it. Doesn't mean like if you create a player in this series, it doesn't mean that we're going to get you. So part of the cool part about this is that if Barbecue becomes a good player, do we go out and do we go trade for him? Do we have to lose assets in order to go get him? Or do we have to play him? Have to face off against him in the playoffs or something like that? Another addition here would be for the Detroit Tigers. I think he was the second overall draft pick, would be Daniel Oldham. He's a 75A potential player. He's fast, good contact, good vision. He's going to be a really good player. Now let's talk about real quick your team here, your guys. Do you even remember your guys?
First base, man.
Randall James. You guys killed it in the draft, man.
I'm happy with it.
75A Randall James. Look at the power. Okay.
Well, okay, we need to start him in AA.
Double A. Okay.
He played high A last fall, right? Mm-hmm. And now 40 man. I'm gonna still say no.
Okay.
40 man. Okay.
He's not on the 40 man.
All right.
It's a good call because there's no reason to have him on the 40 man. He's too young. He's not eligible for the Rule 5. No one can go out and grab him. It's just he's on your team. He's in your organization.
And this is a one-time deal, right? So patrons get one player.
They get one
throughout
player.
the series.
Yep.
So we're not going to be invaded by
no,
799 overall players.
No. Unless of course we get more patrons, different patrons.
Okay.
But yeah, the guy who created Randall James, that's it. This is his dude. This is his lone dude. Same thing with Palazzo. Same thing with, yeah.
Okay.
So that's it.
So who else did we get?
So Marcano is actually 68 now. That's interesting. But we also have DeAndre Clayton, a very well-balanced third baseman.
AA.
Man, he's really hitting the progression system.
We're
here.
hard on rookies.
Apparently, he's your best third baseman by far. And
yeah.
Who are you going to start at third base?
Well, we need to talk about that. I didn't hear any love for Adrian Beltre.
No, there was no comments.
If you guys want to see Adrian Beltre try to hit 10 home runs to hit 500, leave a comment. We're going to have to remake him. He's probably going to be like a 54 at this stage in his career. So if you guys want to see Adrian try, go for it. I couldn't hit a home run with him last year. It was very hard. Okay.
But yeah, we will definitely consider that.
And I do need to, it looks like I need to sign some more players.
Yeah, you have 88 men in your organization,
okay.
So
you might need to round out the very bottom.
Here's an open submission guy, by the way. Lorenzo Desilio.
Okay.
Can't hit worth a darn, but he can play some defense. He can be a slick fielder for you.
Okay. And then we had starting pitcher. Henry Ellison.
Yes,
Big dude.
there he is.
Big dude. Left-hander. Big beard.
Big stuff, too.
What kind of
Cutter,
stuff?
sinker, circle, slider.
Okay.
Corbin Burns build is what he said. One more. I want to see like one more player here. I think. So this is just an example of you guys making it. So if you were in the comment section, you made it, and I need to find where you went. The Blue Jays. It would have been a 65C.
Starting pitcher.
Wade Russell. There he is. 65C. Perfect. So 88 mile an hour fastball, 79, 85. So you guys aren't like overpowered, right? It's going to be a grind to get better, but you will because you're aged 20 or 21 years old. So pretty cool. So if you left a comment, I commented back to you. I let you know that you got in, and I let you know what team you're on. So if you want me to give you stats updates and things like this, then please let me know. There's a Caleb Roberts right there for Cleveland. Again, a guy that's not really going to hit a lot, but catchers really skew towards the defensive side. So again, if you want stats updates throughout the season, let me know and I can provide that for you guys. Other than that, that is pretty much it for today's video for the off-season, guys. So we will see you next time when we play against each other. So we'll have 2 games against each other. We'll have this one on the 10th and this one on the 14th. We'll sim the rest of spring training. And in these 2 games against each other, we'll start getting some feel out for who's
The new guys.
Yeah. Gallo, Soler. So if you throw out a lefty on me, I'll just pinch hit and hit bombs with Soler.
Dead.
What do you guys think?
Trump card.
Yep. Unfortunately, we're not going to have the Patreon guys up. You guys saw them. Again, this is just to not cheese the system here. We definitely don't want to do that. It would be cool to see you guys at the spring training level, but like maybe like a mid-season call-up or something.
Yeah, and we'll definitely do the farm reports kind of deal, double and AAA.
Get some gameplay.
Yeah.
Get some gameplay of our dudes here. Where are you again? Benjamin Smith. By the way, Benjamin Smith cannot throw hard. He's hitting 85 and 75 on his off speeds. So he's a left-handed slow ball pitcher.
Okay.
Interesting little storyline right there. But guys, that's it. Leave a like if you like this thing. We'll see you in the next one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.